What is good, boys? We are back with Premier League predictions match day 18. We'll be predicting these on Pooky.gg. There will be a link in my bio where you can sign up for free and you can add me as a rival, iForenzic, and then we can compete with each other on leaderboards to win weekly prizes, boys. First match we got here is Crystal Palace and Brighton. Let's go do our research. Let's go look at the head-to-head here. Ooh, Crystal Palace, kind of garbage, right? No wins in their last 5. We're seeing what, over 2.5, 1-1, 2-0, over 2.5, over 2.5. So a few matches went over 2.5 here. And then Brighton, we have sitting here after a loss to Arsenal that was on the road as well. They did beat Marseille in the Europa League. You know, going into this, I really did feel like a 1-1 was possible. It feels silly not to take a 1-1 in this match here, but I think I will avoid that. And I do feel like after Crystal Palace was able to come back and take points away from City, I feel like this is the perfect time where they would have a bad result, right? I do want to take the chance and go for the 2-0 Brighton result. More based on how many points I can get rather than what I think's going to happen. If you had a gun to my head, I probably will take 1-1 in this match, right? Given the history. But I think this is the time where it would be very interesting to watch Crystal Palace was able to score 2 on City and then fails to score at home versus Brighton. So I'm going to go 2-0 Brighton here. Aston Villa and Sheffield United. Let's go give this one a look. Aston Villa have been performing pretty well, if I'm not mistaken, recently. Yes, especially at home. We are looking at an unbeaten streak in the Prem all season. They have not lost at home. And even to end last year, their last loss at home was a 2-4 loss to Arsenal, February 18th of 2023. So we're talking a long time ago. Sheffield United away, absolute garbage here. The only problem I have is they have very low scoring games in their recent matches here. Aston Villa, obviously a 1.2 odd chance to win, which is pretty expected given their recent form. Sheffield United away, also relegation candidate team. Both teams to score here is just about even, which makes me feel like they do not think that Sheffield United is going to score, because in the Prem normally we do see BTTS around 1.7 1.8, so this makes me feel like they're not really feeling a Sheffield United goal. And we do know that the Aston Villa are incredible at home. I'm either thinking 2-0 or 3-0. I will say 3-0 doesn't give me a lot of points, it really doesn't, so I think I'll go, I think I'll just go to the simple 3-0 here. West Ham and Man United game here, and man, all I know is on paper Man United rough, like it's a rough scene right now. As you can see, they only have 1 win in their last 5 on the road here. In the Prem, though, they were able to beat Fulham. They were able to beat Sheffield. Not special. I would say beating Fulham away from home and shutting them out was a pretty good result, though, for them. But losing to Newcastle, losing to Liverpool, not losing to Liverpool. They drew Liverpool. That was a pretty good draw for United. Very bad draw for Liverpool, obviously drawing at home at Anfield. So if we look at the results here between West Ham and United recently, West Ham's beaten them 1-0, 3-1, 1-0. I feel like draw, right? Draw is the first thing that speaks to me immediately, right? 2.5 for West Ham to win, 2.7 for Man United to win, 3.6 for the draw. I feel like a spicy game here. I feel like I'm expecting the game to go over 2.5, and I think the books are as well. Yeah, 2.75 is the total here, and I'm sure both teams to score is a low odd. What is it? -180, right? So they are expecting both of them to score. I'm going to go for a 2-2 result here, and then we're on Fulham and Burnley. One thing I've seen about Burnley is that it's been rough. It's been a rough season for them. A lot of people had them finishing mid-table. They thought Company could get it done for them. They only have 8 points. They only have 2 wins, and they've conceded 36 goals. And Fulham, as we've seen not too long ago, has the ability to put a dumb number on a team, right? They put 5 on this is why the Prem is so hard to predict, right? You have Fulham putting 5 on West Ham at home. Then they go to Newcastle and they lose by 3. And then, in the cup match, they draw Everton 1-1. They go to penalties and they win. So there's no correlation here, right? Or excuse me, like they go back to back 5-0 wins, right? 5-0, 5-0, and then they don't even score. I do think, was this the red card? Yes, this was the red card match. So we'll keep that in mind too, right? The only way they were stopped from scoring was a red card. So I feel like Fulham in reality could put up a nice number here. 2.5 total. Fulham aren't big favorites. Like -1.73, 1.74 odd for Fulham to win is a bit shocking. That could be like a parlay piece I see people making all over Twitter, all over TikTok, and this could be the parlay piece that loses, right? I do think people are going to have Fulham winning, and they feel like it's going to be a free -145, 1.73 odd. And I'm going to go with a 1-1 result on this match. It's crazy. I don't necessarily agree with it on paper, but something about that Fulham money line, Fulham 1x2 market is scaring me from predicting a nice, easy Fulham win. So I'm going to go 1-1 in Fulham Burnley. Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. I want to say Bournemouth in pretty good form. I'm not super in tune with all the managerial decisions, people getting sacked, but I did see that Steve Cooper for Nottingham Forest got fired and or sacked. I should say he got sacked. Total is sitting at about 2.5, right? Just a simple 2.5 total. Both teams looking to score at about 1.7, so they are feeling both teams to score here in a way. Nottingham at home. The Fortress has not been the Fortress recently. They've lost to Brighton. They've lost to Everton. Lost to Tottenham. I'm not going to give them too much shit over that, right? Brighton, Everton, Tottenham, not the worst teams to lose to, realistically. They did beat Aston Villa at home, which was a great result for them. If we look at Bournemouth away, and well, look at a tale of two things here. Nottingham can't win at home. Bournemouth cannot lose away. I feel like both teams are going to score in this match. And the question is, does Nottingham Forest win, draw at home now with the new manager? Or does Bournemouth just keep their away form going, right? Is Nottingham Forest really going to get shut out 3 straight matches at home? I'm going to say no. And it kills me. It kills me to put the 2-1 here on this match, but I should use my Bournemouth ball anyways. So we'll go 2-1 to Bournemouth here. I'll go 2-1 Bournemouth here, and at least I got a lot of points, right? 404 on this ball. So 2-1 to Bournemouth. Let's lock it in. Let's look at Luton and Newcastle. Newcastle's last match, they just played in the EFL Cup, as we saw yesterday. Pretty crazy result. Chelsea scored, then Chelsea won in penalties late. They beat Fulham, but they were on a really bad form. But it's tough, right? Everton, Tottenham, AC Milan even. And then they beat Fulham. Luton at home are actually pretty decent in the fact that they will score, I think, right? Luton at home have shown they're able to score at Kenilworth Road. I think that's how you say it. Newcastle away. Oh, wow. Newcastle away from home have not been good by any means. Do we get crazy on this match? Do we think like it's a spicy 2-3? A 1-3 maybe. I was initially thinking 1-2 in this match based on that information. I would think 3-1 maybe, but I probably won't go 3-1. I just want to see one ball gives me a better number here. I got 265 with the Tottenham ball. And with the Bournemouth ball, I get 287. So I'll go with a 2-1 Newcastle result against Luton here. All right, Tottenham and Everton. Good Lord. Doing all of our research has actually kind of helped me with this match because I do know how decent Everton's form has been, right? 4-0-1, and their only losses to United, and that was 5 matches ago. So they've been good. They've been playing well. Tottenham at home have been kind of struggling a little bit. The 4-1 against Newcastle is good, but when you drop to West Ham when you were winning, when you drop to Aston Villa 1-2, and drop to Chelsea. For this match here, though, I think I will go with a 2-1 Tottenham result. I feel like that one's speaking to me. 2-1 Tottenham result. If I went 2-0, oh man, the points get so much better for me. Are the books thinking that Tottenham can hold on the clean sheet, or do they just feel like they're going to concede? They really feel like they're going to concede, and it's kind of annoying because I really do not want to back them to concede. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham here, and I'm just backing the points that I'm getting here. I think realistically, if I were to predict it, I'd be 2-1, but the chance of it going under 2.5 and this point potential is I just like it too much. I'm going to go 2-0 to Tottenham. Liverpool and Arsenal. What a match. I would say this is the match of the week. Everyone always thinks these games are no crazy, and recently they have 2-2, 3-2, 0-2, 0-2, 0-0. These are the games that I feel like I remember from betting. These are the games where I feel like I've tried to take the unders, and I've obviously probably would have got cooked in the 3-2 and a 2-2 match here. I just feel like both teams are going to play very careful, right? This game means a lot for the standings, right? For the table, I should say. Both have 17 matches played, 39 points, 38 points. It's going to be spicy. They're thinking Liverpool wins. Now, here's the big thing for me is Liverpool just dropped points at home. So are they really going to drop points again? But that is a tough stretch for them, right? Fulham, United, and then Arsenal at home. Not super easy. So I do think that Arsenal probably scores, right? They probably score, but I'm still thinking that Liverpool just win 2-1. I know it's not a sexy prediction, so I get 319 points for that on this ball. If I use the Bournemouth ball, I get an extra point for it. So I think I will be back in the 2-1 Liverpool Arsenal result here, especially after a 0-0 and Liverpool dropping points. I feel like they get back on track here and make a pretty big statement for their title run, I would say here, with the 2-1 result over Arsenal. Wolves and Chelsea. What better way for Chelsea to come back to earth a little bit than a Wolves result? You know what I'm saying? What's the form looking like specifically for both? All right, literally the same. They're both right there. I thought Chelsea were a little bit better. That's my mistake for thinking that. I don't know why I thought they were on a little bit of a run. Not at all, really. Wolves at home don't lose. They don't lose, really. They've lost to Liverpool and they've lost to Brighton. Odds here, they're thinking Chelsea with a 1.95. Man, the disrespect is pretty crazy to me. I know 1-1 is a pretty boring result to predict, but I am feeling that. I am feeling a 1-1 result here in Wolves Chelsea. And just to maximize the number, I just want to see what I get on both balls here. 263 on the Tottenham and 256 on the Bournemouth. So we'll go with the Tottenham ball here. We'll go with a 1-1. Now, I say that, but I just want to double check. If I go 2-0 to Chelsea, all right, I was hoping the points would be a little bit more. 381's not that great. So we'll stick with the 1-1. We keep the under. We keep the draw in play. And we'll go with 1-1 Wolves and Chelsea here. All right, boys, that finishes up the predictions. If you want to watch these with me live, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/iForenzic. Go check me out live as we sweat these matches here, and you can see them again and maybe get an updated idea of what I'm still thinking here. If you have not already, please like, comment on the video as well. Subscribe to the channel. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.